momentarily there having it knocked out of bounds.
It's 115 points by the Nets, and they're getting it from a lot of different guys. They have 7 guys in double figures right now, so you have to crack the code on their community scoring, which we knew was an issue coming into tonight's ball game. They're averaging over 121 points a game. They lead the NBA at over 49% shooting.
Shamet misfires there. And so Dort quickly into the front court. As Diallo, little catch fire three. Usually we see him drive off the three-point line, but a rare three-point attempt for him. And Harris, again, that's his second take to the rim so far tonight.
And that's the one, you talk about working on little things like the straight line drives, especially for a guy like Joe Harris. He's shown his versatility. He's not just standing out there shooting three-point shots at 47%.
Maledon this time ships it over the corner. Diallo. And how about Hamidou Diallo from the corner?
Yeah.
And Mike, he's outside. We know he's not going to take a ton of threes, as he's really tried to improve his efficiency on the season. But when he's open like that, that's a shot you want. Greens, and like you said on Wednesday, he drew 2 big charges. As Maledon bombing away from downtown, has been on fire all night. That is his 6th three.
All right, I'm going to say it one more time because it's a new quarter. Because just keep in mind, folks, he's 19 years old. And, he's what, 17, 18 games into his career, and he's got 20 points. And most of those 20 points are off of threes.
I've been corrected, Mike. That was a deep 2.
Oh.
Baisley, corner 3. Well, the Thunder shot the ball extremely well from downtown on the night, 15 out of 31. Skip pass over to Harris. And he stepped. Let's check in with Nick.
Well, guys, Teo, he came into this game in the top 10 among rookies for made threes. He's got 5 of them tonight, so he's going to be jumping up that list. Mark Daigneault said this is just a continuation of the trajectory he's been on all year long these past couple games that he's gotten to start. And he's done a really nice job of just kind of attacking the process the Thunder has laid out for him. He is a solid, stable player. He's going to fill out. Very nice poise for a youngster at the point guard spot.
Well, he just plays within himself and has a feel for the game that I think is a little underrated at this point, because Thunder basketball.
It's, I think, one of the hardest positions to learn in the association is the point guard spot. It's just a lot of responsibility.
That's what Mark Daigneault talks about a lot with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, sort of the balance between orchestrating the offense, getting everybody else involved, and then also putting your own imprint on a game in the scoring categories. Maledon still feeling it straight away. Knocks down another deep 2.
And just keep talking, because every time we keep talking.
That prompted Brooklyn to call a timeout.
He's looking very comfortable in his skin as he just continues to impress.
Oh, and the Thunder.
Well, he was late getting there, and he may have clipped him with the body after the shot.
Diallo looking for some space. Maledon this time sends it over to Diallo. Made 1 3. As the three-point shooting tonight has been on point for Oklahoma City, but just when the Thunder might got it down to 13, quickly rises back up to 17 thanks to that 4-point play.
Yeah, that 4-point play put a dent in the fender of that comeback.
And just like that, it is 6 in a row individually there by James Harden, who's now got 25 on the night. Harden can get his offense from just about anywhere on the floor. The 8-time All-Star. That big trade that went down a couple of weeks ago. This time Maledon is night after night. So he gets a better feel for the NBA game. Download the official Thunder app powered by.
And then what was his career high before?
12 points against the Orlando Magic.
And he's basically, what, double it? He has with 24. You're watching his coming out party, folks, as we've said that so many times with this young Thunder squad.
Boy, and the threes keep on dropping in. Really, the buckets keep on dropping in for the Brooklyn Nets. And Mike, they haven't had any kind of prolonged drought at any point tonight.
No, and that's why that score stayed up to that, that big deficit. Pretty much enjoying a double-digit lead for most of the ball game.
Tough step back there for Dort, having an off night. 20-point Brooklyn lead with 7 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Olaru Cabarrot, and he's got himself another three.
Start with a little home and home at the Lakers.
Baseball series frequent this year for everybody. Thunder have 4 of them in the first half. Horford going to work on the veteran Green. Little hook shot left it short. And once the Thunder had it down to that 13-point deficit, Mike, it's Brooklyn that went on a 12-2 run. Started by that Harden 4-point play. Goes behind his back, leaves Green open, 3. And that is a bump and a rebound there, Nell.
Right.
Kind of understanding where to be on the floor.
And that's
those coverages.
And that's what this game is all about. And give the Nets credit. They've done a good job of exploiting that because they have 8 guys. Get this, folks. 8 guys in double figures.
That is an aggressive take there from 2 stars the norm in the NBA. 3 is a luxury. And for this Brooklyn team, it gave up a lot to get Harden. Not just the draft picks, but a lot of that bench. And Karis LeVert, Kurucs, Jarrett Allen, who is an excellent shot blocker, and the starting center. It'll be interesting to see whether this Brooklyn team can kind of carry that over with enough gas in the tank through the course of a postseason.
Basically, mortgage the farm, if you will, to make that happen.
Taurean Prince also part of that deal. That was a 14.
And then you make a massive trade. You have to make adjustments again. You're right. The Thunder have 30 free throw attempts. Remarkable.
26 out of 30.
Wow.
Which is a massive number. I think it just goes to show how aggressive Oklahoma City has been, trying to put a little pressure on that Brooklyn defense. As Irvin again to the rim. Boy, Kyrie Irving, one of the best one-on-one offensive players in the NBA. No doubt about it. Kyrie Irving, who is just so talented on the offensive end. Dort, that one was a high arcing shot. Here comes Harden quickly. And we get a foul.
And see, that Brooklyn has 16 made threes, and you have 16 made threes. And you pointed out the free throws just a minute ago. You got 30 free throw attempts after tonight's game because they haven't really fallen below 60% for much of the game. They're sitting at 58 right now.
Mike.
That's beautiful because he's worked hard to get all 11. He's taken contact, and to show you, and with young teams, there's always something you have to work on. During the road trip, it was a little bit of a rebounding, and a little bit three-point shooting at one time. The first 2 games in Los Angeles, you make those adjustments.
Irving flying through the air. Ball swings around to Harris. Like Joe Harris, he's got a sweet stroke. Went to the universe.
Certainly build on that. This drives, hit a 3. I like that. Continue to work on that 3. This is such a young team that's finally done it. We get 2 points here just in the ball game. Justin Jackson is in the books.
Mark Daigneault tapping the deeper end of his bench. You see Moses Brown, Josh Hall, 2-way players in. Justin Jackson, who made that last bucket, also in. So opportunity here in the later stages with James Harden and Kyrie Irving on the bench now for Brooklyn. But what a night it's been for Teo Maledon. Pokusevski pulls up. And Brown, little wrestle there for the rebound with Perry. Brown, little left hand, nice turnaround. Moses Brown getting into the scoring mix.
He was dancing with the basketball for a minute there.
Drive, and Brown outside Perry. Nothing but black jerseys there for the Thunder. As Justin Jackson, well, he's come in, Mike, when he's had a chance, stays with that play.
Well, he's
Mark Daigneault's rotation.
Well, he's a scorer by nature, and just getting into the rhythm of what he is. He's shown it also. He can put it on the deck and get to the basket.
He was the ACC Player of the Year. Won a national title with North Carolina. Josh Hall just a little bit of time with the health and safety protocols. Getting his first shot up there. And this is an opportunity for this young Thunder team as that three is up and in.
Increase in minutes, and you're going to get an opportunity to see him against some higher level guys when he's been in this situation. Even being out there alongside SGA is something that they wanted to get a look at as well. So it's a great opportunity for the team to kind of take a look at itself from a different lens, and with Teo out there on the floor playing alongside another lead guard. So these are just all opportunities for him to grow and have experiences that will only pay dividends down the line when maybe he's in some of these situations as only the lead guy or alongside somebody else who is the lead playmaker.
Well, speaking of getting experience, Pokusevski had a nice run there at the rim, bisecting the lane, Mike putting it on the deck.
Yeah, he went coast to coast too with it. He's one of those guys, you know, he's got handle, man. I mean, he can do that. Size it up pretty good going coast to coast. He had 3 big blocks in that game against Phoenix. Big win to finish out that 5-game road trip.
Jackson floated that one up. Well, the Thunder are going to get some time here at home, which is not something that's happened all that much. Mike, the Thunder have tied for the fewest home games of any team in the NBA coming into this one with just 6. So much has been coming from on the road as Josh Hall is going to get